Good morning, you sexy mother hubbards. It's time for an alternative paper review. Are you excited? Yeah, me too. I'm sat here on the edge of my seat. Plenty of racy royal coverage this morning as the story about two senior royals asking how dark Meghan and Harry's baby's skin colour might be. That narrative moves effortlessly over to what? Libel law? Slander law? Media. Indeed, out goes the outrage at generational racism being exhibited, and in comes the sizzling scoop as to whether or not the names of the royals were originally included in the manuscript that was sent to the Dutch publisher or not. Was putting those names in the book an injustice? The Daily Express seems to think so. Now, like many people, I don't really care what the Daily Express thinks is an injustice. For me, this sort of comes down to the same thing as the David Walliams case last week. It should come down to, did you say it? You did? Oh, okay. Well then, look out, because jeepers, here come the repercussions. And of course, we're seeing this story bleed out across all of the newspapers this morning. Palace to look at legal action over racist royal claim. I mean, it's pretty funny, isn't it? Like this sort of headline, it's so ignorant and naive of legal reality. Like, what are they going to do? They're going to phone up from an English law firm. They're going to phone a Dutch publisher and say, we're going to sue you for the book that you published in a completely different legal jurisdiction to us for saying that we said the thing that we probably did say. I mean, I suppose it's accurate, really, isn't it? They can look at legal action in the same way that I can look, maybe, at having a dirty weekend with Megan Fox. Yeah. Well, why don't you spend some time looking into that, you know? Scope out some hotels and work out your budget and work out if it's possible or not. Meanwhile, The Eye covered the story that Shadow Foreign Secretary David Lammy has suggested that a Labour government's foreign policy would be shaped ultimately around the European Union. Now, this is precisely the sort of story that's going to get quote-tweeted by Greg Hands and Kemi Badenoch and Leanderthal. Like, you see, Labour, they just want to take us straight back in the EU. When actually, all this is a sober, cool-headed, pragmatic recognition that our role on the world stage probably needs to be somewhere in the close proximity of the European Union as a big geopolitical trade bloc. And that maybe, with the right circumstances aligned, British diplomacy might just be able to do better than causing a major diplomatic incident over some statues you don't even actually really care about. Live podcast tonight at 7:30.